Greetings, chatters, talkers, and seekers. Welcome back to the chat. Today's topic is heavy and necessary. As many of you know, South Africa is hosting the G20 summit right now. And for those who may not be familiar, the G20 brings together the world's largest economies to discuss global finance, trade, development, and security. It's a moment of massive international visibility for the host nation. And whenever the world's eyes turn to a country, well, local realities, especially difficult ones, tend to rise to the surface. There in South Africa, many groups and communities are using this moment to highlight one of the most painful, persistent national issues, gender-based violence. That's why I'm wearing purple today. It's the color of the GBV awareness campaign sweeping Johannesburg this week. Now, before we go any further, let me give a bit of grounding. South Africa has long been described as having one of the highest rates of GBV in the world. Let's look at the numbers. According to the South African Police Service's latest crime stats, over 53,000 sexual offenses were reported in the past year. Every 12 minutes, a woman reports being SA'd, and experts estimate the real number is much higher because most cases go unreported. A Medical Research Council study once estimated that 1 in 3 South African women will experience some form of SA in their lifetime. Another heartbreaking stat: South African men have one of the highest self-reported perpetration rates of SA on the planet, including so-called jack rolling. These are not numbers. These are lives. These are people. Which brings us to the video we're about to watch. Before I play it, I need to warn you. The content is disturbing. Not because of graphic visuals, there are none, but because of the words, the tone, and the incredible emotional detachment expressed by the 3 young men being interviewed. They openly discuss engaging in grape, and their attitude toward women during and after these acts is beyond jarring. So, viewer discretion is advised.
It's kind of like a demon. So some of us don't have girlfriends. Some of us end up having rape cases. You know, some of us end up having.
So what? You rape girls?
Some of us, yeah, some of us.
Do you know how many times you've done that? How many times have you raped girls?
I did it maybe 2 or 3 times.
I did it once.
I did it 4 times.
I did it once.
Yeah, because a lot of times I was with him. Yeah, he's a friend. You know, I'm with him all the time. You know.
How do you go about doing it? A bunch of you push her into a corner, or?
No, so we do it much simpler. You know, one of us pretends as if he's a nice guy. He wants to get her number or something, and you would grab her and say, "Hey, shut up."
Surely she shouts, no?
No, we tell him that.
We make sure
when
that she doesn't.
When you scream, we tell him that when you scream, we're gonna kill you.
Yeah, and she sees you with a knife or something, anything that is a weapon, she will stay still. She will never scream. He grabs the legs, no, both of the legs. I grab the hands, and then he deals with the clothes, you know. Yeah, and then we go one by one. We call it jack rolling, you know. Yeah, exactly, because you kind of jack her, you know, and then you roll her, you know. Yeah, it's jack rolling, you know. You jack her and then you put her on the floor. Yeah. We would say, guys, come on, let's do this fast, guys. Yeah, you enjoying it, huh? And we would like beat our hands, you know, high five. What's it? You know, yeah, we're doing it. Let's do this. Yeah, you know, kind of like we're happy for a moment, you know. But after we're done doing that, okay, we're done, guys. Let's go.
Some of them, they're not screaming. It's like they wanted to be raped, you see. She also grabs you see, no
it's
more
like
crying.
She's enjoying it, you know,
see.
even though she isn't, but it's like she's enjoying it.
Do you think it's right? Do you think it's right to rape?
Yeah, it's wrong. Yeah, it's wrong.
What about the consequences of what you're doing in terms of how that affects the person that's raped?
Yeah, the consequences, we look at that all the time, you know, because it happens, she might scream, you know, people might wake up. A lot of people, especially.
I'm not just talking about, I'm talking about the emotional effect, the physical effect it has on the girl.
Yeah. Sometimes we know that we might rape her and wake up tomorrow with viruses ourselves, like HIV, you know.
What about regretting what you've done to the girl?
I also do regret about it, because if she fell pregnant, what will be that baby's father? Who will be that baby's father?
But what about her personal feelings?
It's simple, you know.
Well, no,
it's
because
simple.
you're effectively, aren't you doing something that's hurting another human being?
Yeah, you know, like he said at first, when you do something like that, you don't think about what might happen after. You don't think about the consequences, you know. You just think about what is happening now.
what shocked me, forget the drugs, what shocked me more than anything was just their casual attitude to talking about gang raping a woman. The way that they could talk about it as if they were talking about going to a football match. I'm still reeling from that in terms of the fact that it seems to be a normal thing to do.
2 of these men have already spent time in prison for sexual offences.
I'm going to be honest with you, I'm still shaken. What we just heard wasn't only disturbing, it was spiritually disturbing. The casual tone, the laughter, the high fives, the zero accountability, the inability or refusal to register the pain they cause, and all of it. Think about what this means for the women and girls who have lived through this. The scars they carry, the fear, the trauma, the mistrust of men, the internal battles between wanting to love and wanting to stay safe. And the worst part? There are millions of good men in this world, but the actions of men like these poison the well, making many women feel unsafe around any man. So, to every woman and girl who has survived SA, to those healing from grape, to those who lost their lives to these crimes, and to the families who carry that grief, the chat sees you. You are not invisible. You are not to blame, and your pain is valid. I am deeply sorry for what you've been through. May comfort and justice find you. Now let's address leadership. South African leaders and leaders everywhere dealing with GBV need to wake up. You cannot solve GBV with hashtags, you cannot solve it with a few speeches or a national dialogue, and you definitely cannot solve it with silence or political correctness. You solve it with real accountability, deterrence mechanisms that actually deter, swift arrests, serious jail time, no bail for SA cases, and real protection for victims. But that's only half the work, because you also need to address the environment that enables all this. Chronic unemployment, which hits young men the hardest, social inequality, fatherlessness and broken family structures, alcohol and drug abuse, extreme feminist rhetoric that alienates men instead of guiding them, a culture that celebrates dominance but never teaches discipline, schools that do not teach emotional control, responsibility, or consent, and communities where men grow up without ever seeing what healthy masculinity looks like. GBV does not appear out of thin air. It grows in environments where anger, hopelessness, lawlessness, and miseducation take root. And let's be clear, this is not something you fix in 1 year. Behavioral change, real cultural change, takes decades, generations even. But it only works if leadership and society commit fully. If government continues to ignore this, if accountability remains optional, if justice remains inconsistent, then South Africans will keep wearing purple from now until kingdom come. No amount of decorative, national dialogues will fix what we refuse to confront, honestly. Thank you for watching the chat today. A hard episode, a necessary one. To the perpetrators, we must do better. We must lead better. We must protect better. To the victims, we stand with you. Stay thoughtful, stay strong, and stay safe. The chat, we out.